Hello everyone, my name is Christian John with Tier 4, and I'm also the chair of the MIH Autonomy Work Group. And today I'd like to introduce you to the work that we're doing in this work group, which is really focused around developing reference implementations for autonomy solutions in an open and agnostic way. We're leveraging open platforms such as AutoWare open source software and Autonomy Kit based on AutoWare, and integrating that with the APIs and specifications that are being developed by the MIH consortium. And really what we're hoping to achieve is to provide these reference solutions to the ecosystem to enable a path towards commercialization and production availability of these autonomy functions. So the Autonomy Kit is actually an alliance formed by the AutoWare Foundation with SOFI, SIG, eSync, and MIH. And what we're trying to do here is leverage the AutoWare open source software stack, which is an L4 capable autonomy solution. Has everything you need out of the box to start driving autonomously. It's been integrated into vehicles and applied into operational design domains across Asia, North America, and Europe. But autonomy is a complex function, and it really needs to continue to improve and evolve. And in order to do that, we've implemented AutoWare on top of SOFI, which is a software-defined vehicle architecture, which will allow developers to rapidly develop, prototype, validate functionality in the cloud using system-level parity in a microservices architecture that they then can deploy the applications to the edge hardware in a vehicle with high confidence of behavior and performance as they simulate it in the cloud. This is going to significantly reduce the effort and time cost of validation of these types of capabilities in a vehicle. Now, deploy to the edge also requires OTA functionality, and that's where we've integrated with the eSync standard, which provides a very flexible framework for updating, maintaining, and managing the functionality in a vehicle. We use eSync to update the application, the operating system, the drivers of the hardware in the ADAS or AD application. And then lastly, and most importantly, to reduce the time to market and optimize cost, we're looking to implement the MIH specifications in the Autonomy Kit, allowing developers to leverage the work that we're doing here in MIH to bring products to market. And the way that we're achieving this cost and time to market optimization is working with the other working groups within the MIH consortium to define standardized APIs for how AD and ADAS integrates into the Open EV platform. Most importantly, of course, for an AD or ADAS application are things like the sensor API, how the vehicle sees the world around it through the LiDAR, camera, radar, and other sensors integrated into the vehicle, as well as things like the drive-by-wire, how we control the powertrain through braking, acceleration, steering commands. But we also have to consider how the AD and ADAS applications integrate with other components in the vehicle, like the smart cockpit, giving the occupants the information that they need to interact with the AD or ADAS application, and then networking interfaces for connected car technologies such as V2X and integration with cloud management and development platforms. So these are all part of the things that we're focusing on, as well as those industry standards that need to be applied to AD and ADAS for functional safety, SOTIF, certification of these types of applications to operate on public roads, and making that more transparent to the ecosystem what needs to be applied in developing solutions. And AutoWare, as an open source solution, will support these APIs out of the box for developers to start implementing MIH targeted applications. Now, one of the first specs that we actually produced as the MIH Autonomy Workgroup was the DriveByWire Interface. And what you see here is a practical implementation already of the fully autonomous AutoWare software driving a vehicle through the MIH API. And this is something that the software has already been released into open source. Developers can start using it and integrating it into applications. And we plan to release all of the other APIs for the AD functionality into open source as well for the ecosystem to start developing applications. I'd like to invite you to come visit us today in the Autonomy Workgroup booth. You'll see some of the sensor API work we've started, as well as some of the software-defined vehicle validation frameworks that we're starting to work with in the workgroup. So thank you very much for your time, and have a great MIH demo day.